Hi, grade 9 students. How are you? Welcome back to today's class. Before going to class, did you listen the different rhythms? Isn't it? How are they? Did you listen them? Soothing. Are they soothing? Are they comfort? Yeah, music is divine. The sound of music, always it will be divine, no doubt. That's the reason even scientists, since long back, they started using music as a theme for yielding more crops on animals and human beings. Even life-threatening diseases are being cured by music nowadays. Even operations are being done in most of the foreign countries. By what? With this rhythm, with this music. That's the reason everyone says music is divine. Right? Now, Deborah Cowley, she has taken Evelyn Glenn's as a character, and here is an essay for us. The sound of music. Evelyn Glenn's listened to sound without hearing it. Without hearing how she heard it, she sensed the music. And she was completely deaf, and it was recognized at the age of 11. Okay, then they understood. Okay, see all of you turn your textbooks to page number 17. In that, God may have taken her hearing, but He has given her back something extraordinary. What a beautiful sentence here. God has taken up her hearing, but something extraordinary was given to her to sense the music. Uproar, low roar, the bass, the low voice, whatnot, all the different rhythms, different musics, different sounds, she can sense it. Okay, what we hear, she feels far more deeply than any of us. What we can hear, she feels. Just now I asked you, you listen to the rhythms, cashier rhythms on the glass or on the desk or the bench. What I asked, did you hear? But if Evelyn Glenn hear, she won't listen, but she will sense it. Okay, that is why she expresses music so beautifully. Because she takes to heart, she senses it, she feels it. The music comes in an extraordinary way. And before entering into the first paragraph, if we start with the second, Evelyn Glenn's loss of hearing had been gradual. Her mother remembers noticing something was wrong when the 8-year-old Evelyn was waiting to play the piano. They called her name and she didn't move. They called her name, it seems, but she didn't move. Then the parents realized something is wrong with Evelyn Glenn. I suddenly realized she hadn't heard, says Isabel Glenn. What she was saying? I suddenly realized. I called her, but she didn't respond. Something wrong. That realization came to Isabel Glenn Sims. For quite a while, Evelyn managed to conceal her growing deafness from friends and teachers. For quite a while, she unable to know or what's going on. Then she started managing to conceal her growing deafness from her friends and also teachers. But by the time she was 11, her marks had deteriorated and her headmistress urged her parents to take her to a doctor naturally. Now come to the first paragraph. This is all the backdrop of the story. What happened there? Rush hour crowds jostle for position on the underground train platform. Here to the right column we have a meaning. Jostle, push roughly. A slight girl, slight means small and thin. A slight girl looking younger than her 17 years of age was nervous yet excited. Was nervous but yet excited as she felt the vibrations of the approaching train, it seems. Why so? It was her first day at the prestigious Royal Academy of Music in London, and daunting enough means frightening enough for any teenager fresh from a Scottish farm. Born and brought up from Scotland, so Scottish farm. Okay, but this aspiring musician faced a bigger challenge than most. She was profoundly deaf. Mother identified at the age of 8. Later on she managed in the school without conceal that she was deaf and she used to manage, but at the age of 11 almost the headmistress and the remaining teachers, they said to the parents to take her to a specialist. It was then discovered, that her hearing was severely impaired as a result of gradual nerve damage. Then the specialist has identified that she was a severe hearing impaired and it is gradually damaged to her senses with the nerve. They were advised that she should be fitted with hearing aids and sent to school for the deaf. So better send her to deaf and dumb school, not here. And they have advised it in such manner. Everything suddenly looked black. Everything suddenly looked black in the sense life is going on smoother and smoother. Going to school, writing exams and completing the exams, promoting to next class. This normal scenario goes on. But suddenly from 3 months, what it is? In all our lives, what's playing now? Corona. With very much courage we have to cross it in a safer way. No other option, isn't it? So suddenly everything went black, means that's the example. Everything suddenly looked black, says Evelyn. Why? She can't hear. But she managed till now, but now chance now. But Evelyn was not going to give up. Then she decided, no, I should not give up. I have to listen. She was determined to lead a normal life and pursue her interest in music. I should be a normal girl, in which every girl will be listening, hearing, all the senses. I have to do it. She determined with a strong way of style. Yes, I have to do it. I have to hear. In such manner she decided and then started. One day she noticed a girl playing a xylophone. One day what happened? She observed a girl playing a xylophone and decided that she wanted to play it too. And she decided, what she decided? To play it too, the same instrument. Most of the teachers discouraged her, but percussionist Ron Forbes spotted her potential. Most of them discouraged. Hey, you are deaf, what you can do? Nothing else. They have discouraged her. But who has encouraged the percussionist? Means a person who plays the drums, the tabla and several things. Isn't it? So who is he? Ron Forbes. He decided and he identified the spark, the potential in her, and he encouraged. And then here, from that encouragement, he said, he began by tuning two large drums to different notes. Don't listen through your ears, what he said. Two large drums with different notes. Different notes in the sense that will be a much more bass. Bass means the bass sound. Here some other sound, different way, different level, different wavelength of sound. That's the correct point. Different wavelength of sound. And what he said, don't listen with ears. That's the instruction given by Ron Forbes. When Ron Forbes has given this instruction that don't listen to the ears, he would say, try to sense it some other way. Try to sense it some other way. You plan in some other way, you have to listen that. Says Evelyn. Suddenly I realized I could feel the higher drum from the waist up and the lower one from the waist down. Then she started listening. Suddenly what happened? The bass drum, the big drum, the sound, she sensed it from the waist up, it seems. Up, the waist up. And the lower drum, the waist down. When she realized like this, Forbes repeated the exercise saying, oh, her body is tuning to the sense of the music. Then the same was repeated by Ron Forbes. Repeated the exercise and soon Evelyn discovered that she could sense certain notes. So Evelyn, because she can't hear, starting you heard some music. Not by the sense of the body, right? By ears. But here, Evelyn Glenn, being deaf, hearing impaired, and being supported by Ron Forbes. And what he said, don't listen through ears, but sense it in other way. Then the big drum sound, she sensed it from the waist up, waist or the waist. And then the lower sound with the waist down. And suddenly she realized the one more thing, what it is, that her body is tuned and is sensing the music there. And the vibrations. Sense certain notes in different parts of her body. I had learned to open my mind and body to sounds and vibrations. What she says, I have learned to open my body to certain sounds and vibrations. The rest was sheer determination and hard work. For anything, not only this one, for anything what is necessary, sheer determination and hard work, compulsory. Then only success. Though it is a failure, stepping stones, nothing more. Okay, she never looked back from that point onwards. Which point? That getting realized and recognized that her body is being sensed by the music in different way. When she noticed that from her body, then she never looked back and following the master. Who is he? Ron Forbes. She never looked back from that point onwards. She toured the United Kingdom with a youth orchestra, and by the time she was 16, what happened? She never looked back and she has given an orchestra. And by the time she had decided to make music herself, she auditioned for the Royal Academy of Music and scored one of the highest marks in the history of the Academy. Auditioned in the sense, gave a short performance to prove us. If it is the dance, we will be saying as Arangetram, the first time performance. Here she has given audition to prove herself, and it is the best performance till now in the history of Academy, Music Academy it seems. The Royal Academy of Music. And she gradually moved from orchestral work to solo performances. Orchestral work means 10 members playing violin, 10 members with guitar, 2 members with different instruments, like that. So slowly she updated herself, learning and showing the performance with orchestral way to solo performances. At the end of her 3-year course, she had captured most of the top awards. At the end of the 3 years course in the Music Academy, where she was selected, she completed all those things and all the encomiums, praises. By the time, what happened? She had captured most top awards it seems. And for all this, Evelyn won't accept any hint of heroic achievement. Hey, I have achieved this much and I'm talented, greater than you. No egoistic nature, down to earth mentality. And for all this, Evelyn won't accept any hint of heroic achievement. If you work hard and know where you're going, you'll get there. That's it. What is it? Success secret, a life secret. Be down to earth with a good attitude, understanding others, have love to others, means patience to others, and the main point, if you work hard and know where you're going, if you know what are you, who are you, if you have a question to yourself, who am I, everything will be settled down there. And she was saying that if you work hard and know where you're going, you'll get there. What's your destination? What do you want to become? What is the goal? Am I going in the correct manner, doing justice? Generally, some of them, when they ask, they'll say, I want to become a music director, or I want to become a pilot, I want to become an agriculturist, I want to become a scientist. But he will be continuously reading the Telugu poems, or else he want to be a Telugu teacher, or else a pandit, going ahead with a machinery, going ahead with mechanism type of machinery. No use of this, isn't it? So, know where you're going and then do hard work, then success will follow you. And she got right to the top, the world's most sought after multi-percussionist with a mastery of some 1,000 instruments and hectic international schedules and 1,000 instruments she can play now, it seems. That is the success secret of Evelyn Glenn. What she said? Know yourself. Work hard with strong determination. Know where you're going. Then automatically you'll come to know what is your destiny, where you're going. So, meet you tomorrow in the next class.
Have a nice day. Bye bye.